On March 8, 2022, J.K. Rowling tweeted, "Apparently under a Labour government, today will become We Who Must Not Be Named Day." Tinashe responded, "Oh my god, shut up!" This is the Museum of Twitter, the show we talk about the most important tweets in the history of Twitter.com. Today is Trans Day of Visibility, so I thought it would be nice to highlight the time where one of the most annoying and prolific transphobes got told to shut up. Because as always, this show believes that trans rights matter, as I am an alum of Protect Trans Kids University. Go Sharks! If you've been online at all in the last decade, you no doubt know that Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling is one of the biggest transphobes online. She has gone fully off the deep end into transphobia, as evidenced by this post where she brings up transphobia for no reason at all. Not that there's ever a reason to be transphobic, but this is about International Women's Day. The context of this thread, such as there is context, is that she started off angrily tweeting about how a Labour shadow minister didn't answer the question of what a woman is correctly, as if that's like the gotcha of all gotcha questions. People think they're so smart being, "Oh, what's a woman?" I don't know, man, gender's complicated. Why are you so small-minded that you don't like that it doesn't have a simple answer? Anyway, she then highlighted that Joanna Cherry, a fellow transphobe, was named Woman of the Year by Women's Rights Network. She captioned it, "This is what a woman who owns a dictionary and a backbone looks like." And then she followed that up with, "Apparently under a Labour government, today will become We Who Must Not Be Named Day." Referencing, of course, her character in Harry Potter, Voldemort, who is called He Who Must Not Be Named. Because she just couldn't talk about International Women's Day without pitying herself. Because her life as a multi-billionaire, one of the most successful authors ever to live, is made so much worse because trans people are trying to live their lives. Oh no, poor her! If there ever was a good example of how the internet and Twitter can rot your brain on a specific issue, it is J.K. Rowling and trans issues. Because I swear she used to be relatively normal. I'm sure someone could dig up problematic stuff she said in like 2007, but like, she was not always like this. But now she talks about this more than she talks about anything else. Once again, this is about International Women's Day. Why does she have to bring up trans people? And so that's why when singer Tinashe came into her mentions, it was so welcome for her to say, "Oh my god, shut up." Because there doesn't need to be a debate here. You don't need to be clever. Just shut up. Because clearly there are some people who are just obsessed with harassing trans people. They make it the reason they get up in the morning to be mean to some of the most marginalized people on earth. And I think the absolute nicest thing that you should say to those people is shut up. They don't deserve your engagement. And Tinashe, I think, was channeling all of us from like, just stop it. Can you talk about something else? And Joel Tonga says, "This is genuinely effective allyship. More cis people need to do this." And I think that that's right. And of course, people in the comments were coming after Tinashe. DD231 said, "Here's J.K. Rowling's numbers next to yours," showing that J.K. Rowling has sold 500 million copies, and one of Tinashe's albums didn't sell that well. And Tinashe said, "LOL, stay checking for me, sis." But he's like, "Oh, because J.K. Rowling sold a lot of books, that means she's more right?" I think I love about this exchange is how random it is. Like, Tinashe is not someone who is involved in Harry Potter at all. I have no idea why she decided to jump in here, but I'm really glad she did. And it got a lot of people on her side. A few years later, Pi said, "And happy Women's Day to Tinashe specifically," quoting the tweet. Toby Ram said the next year, "Tinashe could write Harry Potter if she wanted, but J.K. Rowling cannot write Just the Way I Like You." It definitely has become a very famous post, particularly on LGBTQ Twitter. Jackson says, "Just know whenever I tell someone to shut up, I'm saying it in the key of Tinashe fighting J.K. Rowling on Twitter." And when Doja Cat responded to Elon Musk being weird about casting in movies with, "Shut the fuck up, shut up, no one fucking cares, shut the fuck up," Riju Fans Missouri posted a screenshot of the J.K. Rowling Tinashe exchange with, "Welcome back Tinashe versus J.K. Rowling." And it should make all of you happy to know that whenever J.K. Rowling is back on her transphobic bullshit, people respond with, "Oh my god, shut up." An example where someone used a screenshot is last March when she tweeted, "Happy Birthing Parent Day to all whose large gametes were fertilized, resulting in small humans whose sex was assigned by doctors making mostly lucky guesses." And Music Struggles posted the Tinashe screenshot. Because seriously, how are you a mother? And someone who has a mother, who presumably knows a lot of mothers, who think about their kids all the time, how are you making your Mother's Day post about a marginalized group that has nothing to do with you? What's wrong with you? And like I said, this is not the only time. Looking up, "Oh my god, shut up," and "Rowling" gets you a million results. Here are 3 quick ones. Reddit user said it, Jess said it, and Michelle said it. It has become the way to respond to J.K. Rowling when she's being transphobic, which is all the time. Like, my attitude towards the trans community and basically any marginalized community is you can fix your heart or you can die. I'm not at all interested in gotchas. I'm not at all interested in people's identities being questioned, because I think that one's gender expression is the most fundamental expression of themselves that they can have. And I think trying to curtail that is tantamount to trying to curtail any expression whatsoever. We can't be free to be ourselves until trans people can be themselves. And I think that if you spend any of your time trying to take down a community that is so marginalized, that is so under attack all the time, and has such horrible rates of depression and self-harm, I think if you spend your time attacking them, you have a moral rot deep in your soul to the point where I want nothing to do with you. In this moment, I think it's important that we let everyone know where we stand on issues. I'm not trying to be a white knight. I just want to make it abundantly clear where I am on this issue. And before you even think about getting my mentions, saying, "What about this or the other," or "What about boys playing girls sports?" let me just cut you off. Oh my god, shut up. All my love to any trans folks watching. You are seen, you are beautiful, we are very much appreciated by this show, and if you like the show, please follow so you can get a new tweet every day, and if you really like the show, consider subscribing. Patreon.com/Museum of Twitter, where you get to vote on what I cover on Subscriber Sundays, and you get the weekly Museum of Not Twitter.